Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today, after a sort of momentary break due to personal reasons, I'm back, and today, instead of doing a ranking or something, or a room tour, I thought I'd go back and review a product. I went into W.H. Smith and picked up this, which is the Deluxe Edition Doctor Who magazine issue 539, and this is the second Deluxe Edition released by DWM in W.H. Smith, so you can get these. This one is currently available now, and let's have a closer look at this up close and personal, shall we? So here it is, issue 539, the July edition of Doctor Who magazine, which is the Deluxe Edition, and as I said, this is an exclusive to W.H. Smith's. Its retail price is $9.99, although I'm sure eventually I'll get on eBay for much cheaper. So here it comes in this sort of cardboard sleeve, much like the last one. I'll compare it to the other one in a minute. It has basically the cover of the issue inside with a little bit of extra telling you about what you get inside this Deluxe Edition. So for example, it calls the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine, of course, a 28-page supplement about the making of Series 11, basically, and Resolution. I've had a quick flick through this already. It includes a bookmark, which isn't really that much, just another piece of advertising, some Big Finish downloads and BBC audio, so you've got some New Earth there, and what looks like the Terror of the Autons, or it could be Spearhead from Space, I'm not sure. But the thing that I bought this for, I've never owned a vinyl. I know I can't play a vinyl, but I thought I'd get this anyway because it's such a cool retro thing to have in my collection. And it includes an exclusive vinyl EP. I don't know the difference between LP and EP. I believe EP is smaller, which makes sense because I doubt they put a proper full vinyl. Although I did think for a minute, wait, is it a proper full vinyl when I picked this up? Because it does look slightly different size than the other one, although I'm sure it's probably the same size. But yeah, and that's from Evil of the Daleks, which is a story I really want to see. And I know I'm never going to be able to listen to it as I buy a record player, which is probably not going to happen. But, you know, it might be cool to listen to it at some point. And you've got some things from the actual cover of the magazine I've seen on Instagram, the actual cover. So the new planet, the Daleks revealed. I think that's about the new Dalek books that are being written by Eric Saywood. And then there's a quote from an interview with her as well. Doctor Who magazine at the top, the official magazine of the BBC television series. How prestigious! But win, like the stuff you can win, the competitions and stuff. I'm yet to enter one of the Doctor Who magazine competitions, but you know, there's a first time for everything. Deluxe Edition, BBC. Then on the back, it just gives you some highlights of the issue, along with this lovely image of the sonic screwdriver, which I believe was on the last special edition as well. Again, Panini Magazines, Doctor Who magazine, BBC logo again. There's the actual cover. So as you can see, it's sort of very similar. They remove this bit and the top bit, like telling you the end of time, although does it say? No, it just says Deluxe Edition there. And then it tells you all the kind of things in the issue itself as well. And then it tells you what else is in there. Just in the season survey results, which should be exciting. Let's compare the cardboard sleeve to that of the one from last year. So here it is, both of the Deluxe Editions. This one was released last year in promotion of Series 11, starting on BBC One, of course. So there you go, very similar structure, telling you all the exclusive stuff. And it looks like there's more exclusive stuff than the one to promote Series 11, to be fair. But most of that is cardboard things, and I presume the vinyl is much more expensive to produce than a CD that they probably just got from Big Finishes, like the back of their, I don't know, warehouse or something. Because that was what they are. They're basically ones that were at the back of the archive and they just needed to, like, warehouse, and they just need to get rid of them. A very similar structure again, having things from that side, and the quote from the cover. Nothing much different from the actual, see over for highlights of the issue. So nothing that different from the actual cover, again, keeping the Deluxe Edition. It's very uniform, which I like. And the back, I was wrong. They used a different back, as you can see. They used the Who logo, but they are very similar, as you can tell. And they've got highlights on this side, this time for some reason, and highlights on this side. But yeah. It just tells you the plus again. So nothing that, but they're very uniform and sort of will look nice in the collection again. So yeah, that's the two cardboard sleeves and extras compared. I don't know. Tell me which, if you bought either of these, tell me which Deluxe Edition you preferred, which one you thought the extras were better for. But let's have a look at what you actually get inside this Deluxe Edition. So here is everything you get. Obviously the main attraction for me was this Doctor Who Evil of the Daleks vinyl, so that's exciting. We'll have a look at that first, I think. But it also gives you lots of bits of advertising, including a free code to get the Auton Invasion, which I believe is actually spearheaded in space, download. And then the bookmark, actually, it's much better than I thought it would be. It is a bit of advertisement, essentially, but it's actually quite nice. It's got this nice metallic effect. I don't know if you can see, if I catch the light, you can see that lovely golden. So for Resurrection and Revelation of the Daleks. I actually really like Revelation of the Daleks. It's one of my favourite Six Doctor stories. I'm yet to see Resurrection of the Daleks, so tell me your thoughts on that story in particular down below. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the bits of advertising first. So there's an advertisement for all the other vinyls, which are way too expensive for me to be able to afford, particularly this one. This one was £100. And I haven't got that kind of money, funnily enough. This one looks like it will probably be just as expensive, but I'm quite happy just to have this cute little thing because it's a lovely cover and it tells you a bit. We'll get onto that in a minute. So there's the actual issue, we'll get to that in a minute as well, and the Making of Series 11 supplement, which got caught on the sticky bit. I don't know if you can't really tell on camera, but it got caught on the sticky bit, which is annoying, so that's now creased, but oh well. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but that's basically everything you get. Let's have a look at some things in more detail. Here it is, out of its cellophane, the Doctor Who Evil of the Daleks vinyl. So there's some lovely cover art there from the actual special edition, like rare, I don't know if it's rare really, vinyl with the Dalek Supreme, something like that. That lovely background from that beautiful missing story, a story that I would personally love to see animated probably. I mean, we've had the Macro Terror now and that was really good, so I'd probably like to see Evil of the Daleks at some point soon. Some damaged Daleks there, he's exploding, the wires are going everywhere, a bit like part of the ways really. On the back it tells you what's on side A. So on side A, the finale of Evil of the Daleks without narration, an excerpt from Evil of the Daleks episode 1, some FX, different versions, and a Dalek voice session. Just tells you all about the forthcoming release, so you can read that if you want to. So yeah, and then there's some more stuff about the Daleks and stuff, and it gives you a barcode, which is a bit pointless given that it comes in a set. If I can get to focus or not, but oh well. But yeah, so let's have a look at the vinyl outside of its little sleeve. It is, there's side B there for some reason. It's Doctor Who with the Daleks. It tells you what's on it. It's not laser etched like the other editions, but it's still pretty cool. And you've got all those lovely vinyl sort of, you can see me, there I am. Lines in it, I guess. There's just side A there as well. So yeah, there's the actual vinyl there. So that's pretty cool to have in the collection of vinyl. I've never owned a vinyl. I know this is just a small vinyl, but it's nice to have an actual vinyl. Here we have the 28-page supplement. So this is a sort of making of Series 11. So there's a nice picture there, which made the rounds before the series aired. Lovely picture of the TARDIS on this page with the contents, and a little note from the editor. Then this is lovely timeline. This was sort of similar to what they did with the last one, where they had a timeline of, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a nice timeline, and I love timelines. Just timeline of production, really, and all that stuff. And then there's a brief 2-page sort of, I think it's like an interview or something, or like something with, I think it's got something to do with Chris Chibnall. He's just telling you basically how the stories are made. So there's one for the ghost, there's one for each episode. Rosa, some nice behind the scenes images that we haven't seen before. Some of them we have. I just remember seeing that one when they announced all the directors and stuff. Saranga Conundrum with the pating! Yeah, there are reviews for each of these episodes up on my channel. I know it's a shameless plug, but you can go back and watch them if you want. The Witchfinders. This is the first time I've really ever gone in depth with a Doctor Who magazine. It's just a lovely page. I'm not going to just give you a little bit of a taster of what's inside, and there's a lovely bit in the back there. So yeah, that's the supplement. You get this much better supplement than the last one. This one's much longer, and more in-depth than the last one, which I think was just an interview, a short interview with each of the actors. So Jodie Whittaker, Tosin Cole, Bradley Walsh, and Mandip Gill. So yeah, that's a lovely little extra there. I'm sure I'll get down to reading that all the way down at some point. It's nice to have that. But of course, the main attraction, Doctor Who, the actual magazine. So yeah, it's a lovely cover. This is the standard newsstand edition. I actually have some, if you look back on my videos, I had some of the covers without any cover lines. I only had 6 issues of that, so I was only going to get it for Series 11, but then I heard about the Deluxe Edition and I was like, yeah, I'll have to do that. So let's have a look at what's in here. So again, it's sort of similar. You got a letter from the editor there. If you've read a Doctor Who magazine before, then you basically know what's in here. So the Gallifrey Guardian and stuff, and some letters. It's a forum. Tells you all about what other cast members have been doing. Obviously, advertisements. I might, in fact, do this in another video. I might subscribe again. Let's just hope they just don't do any more deluxe editions, because I will love these. And this is the interview with Jodie Whittaker. So they've been doing these a lot recently, just getting to know the actor a bit better. So yeah, there's some nice stuff in here. There's costume designer and stuff. There's back. There's a competition to win some vinyls, and I just thought I'd give you a brief look at what's inside. Standard issue, if you want to just buy the standard issue, I believe it's $5.99 just to buy a standard issue. And there's a comic. I love the comics. I always try and read them. I read the Titan comics as well. There's a preview of the Season 10 Blu-ray, which will be exciting. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. There's sort of thing about Eric Sayward here. They've been doing an interview with him in the last couple of issues. So it's sort of just jumping into it. And there's some stuff about Rose and the season survey results, which of course, as you'd expect, Rose are topped. And it's actually kind of scarily quite similar to the way I ranked them. So it went Rosa, Kablam, Demons of the Punjab, Resolution, It Takes You Away, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, The Witchfinders, The Ghost Monument, Arachnids in the UK, The Battle of Tolos came in last, and then the Saranga Conundrum. So it's kind of similar to the way I ranked it, which is kind of creepy, because I think Rosa and Kablam were the top 2 of mine. Then it was It Takes You Away. I don't know where I ranked a Resolution. Don't know where I would, though. And there's some other things like favourite villain, favourite creature, so on. An advertisement for the Paternoster Gang. But yeah, I love the season survey. I don't know. The thing is, if I subscribe again, I don't know if I will, mainly because I don't really read these when there's not a season survey or a new series. The only other thing that I ever read in these is normally just the comic. But yeah, these have been a big part, because I, of course, use these in the background of all of my reviews for Series 11, because they do lovely covers, I will give them that. And particularly without the cover lines, their covers are nice. So yeah, that's what you get inside this issue of Doctor Who magazine. The Deluxe Edition, from exclusive to WH Smith. Do I think this product is worth it? Well, I keep on buying these, so I'm going to have to say yes. But if you haven't got a vinyl player, and you have no interest in the sort of classic things like I do, I know I'm a bit weird in that way. I like vinyls, and I would like to start a VHS collection, but I won't. But I like that kind of retro thing, which is probably what drew me to this. I think if it hadn't been for the vinyl, I probably wouldn't have got this, if I'm honest. Mainly just because I wanted a vinyl in my collection. And it is beautiful, like, just the cover art is beautiful. I would quite happily just frame this. And it's quite easy to frame that, I would imagine. But yeah, so that's that. Tell me if you got this, what were your thoughts on this? Did you think it was worth it? I personally think it is worth it, but that's my personal opinion. Tell me what your opinion was on the season survey results. Do you agree with them? Do you not? Do you intend to buy this, you know? But yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and leave a like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And goodbye.